If you ever needed a simpler fly to tie, and it's for rainbow trout and for brownies as well, this is the one. This is called the Bob Spitz. It's a very simple pattern, and I would say this is the most popular one that I tie, and as you'll see, it's very easy to tie as well. Now, thread I'm just going to use, now you could change the colour of the thread. You can either use the claret, black, red, because it suits this colour combination. I'm just going to stick to the original, which when I first dyed it, it was black thread. Now I'm just going to put down a layer of thread all the way up the shank. Now the hook I'm using is a Camazan, it's a B170. In this case it's a size 10. This is as big as you can go with it. For the rib, now there's two ways you can either use the 16 and the pearl, or this is the number 14, which is obviously this like a medium thickness, which is the next size up. Now what I usually like to use that, it's up to yourself. Now what I do to get the proper thickness, take it from the spool, and while it's still in the spool I just stretch it out. And then I cut it away. Then you catch it on the side, full length of the body. Now the body is about 2/3 the shank. Now I'm using a Claret seal's fur. Just going to lightly dub it onto the thread. Now I've pre-waxed the thread up a wee bit. The thread itself is waxed, but I need a wee drop more, so it makes it a wee bit better or easier to dub. Now you want to try and sort of form some sort of shape in the body. Just lightly dubbing as I go. I'm looking at a nice kind of carrot type shape. And you stop it there. That's plenty. You've got to leave a good thorax. Take away the excess. And then bring the pearl up through, which is went a kind of bluey colour, and that's what it does, especially when you stretch it. Across the thread, just throw it back, double it back, and then trim away the excess. Now, you can either leave the body as it is, or you can just lightly put a wee drop of the Velcro through the body just to lift some of the fibres out. And then just roll them. Now, you could put legs on here as well, pre-tied or knotted legs, but I'm just going to tie it as the original. Get some more of the seal's fur. Now what I normally do is put it on. I don't know if you can see this, but basically I roll it loose, just bunch it up, just bring it in itself till there's like a ball, if you can see. It's very loose on the thread as well, it's not tight. And all I'm going to do is form like a thorax. Just keep running the thread through, come back down with the thread and come back up. It sits into the dressing or into the fur, and it holds it, airs it out really well. And then this is just a natural, or a dark brown, or we would say basically like a dark red is natural hackle. And this is just an Indian, you don't need fancy capes for this. Just take one of the bigger hackles out. Just remove some of the fluff from the bottom. A couple of turns down, draw back the tip, or the stem, sorry, and break it off. Always keeping the thread tight and a wee drop of wax on it. Now this is where you'll basically just need like a turn of hackle or so. Depends on how good the hackle you've got. That should be plenty of that. And just take the thread down, fold it back, break it off, and then just simply flip finish. trim away a thread. And then what I like to do is take some of the seal's fur out and then just roll this back, and there you go, and that's the bob spits. Just basically very simple fly, but very effective fly.